Alright, story time, you guys. So I was going home, but so I'm passing by this Westfield Mall on Riverside, and I had to tell this story. So this is Riverside Boulevard, okay, and this is the entrance to the mall. And as you can see, you go uphill, right? And when this story took place, the center dividers weren't there. Now, if you notice, it's a straight ramp, okay, and it goes, there's this big dip down right here, okay. So we're young. I'm like 18. My friend is 19, and we used to hang out over here back in the days, you know. And so we were all the way up there. We were chilling all the way up there, and on the way down from this ramp in front of me, I stopped at the top, and I told my friend, put on your seatbelt. And at the time, I owned a G35. That was a really nice car for the time. A G35, 3.5 liter. I think it was a 04, I believe. 04, 06, something like that. 04, I believe. So it's like, why? I was like, dude, I'm gonna do some crazy shit. And he starts laughing because he already knows I'm probably gonna do something wild, probably donuts or do some drifting, some shit, you know. So he puts on his seatbelt, I put on my seatbelt, and I literally gun it from over there, man. I mashed the gas pedal. I come through, I take as wide as a turn as I can get, and I'm doing maybe like 60 miles an hour by this point, man. And I wanted to do Dukes of Hazzard, man, like just launch the car, and I hit this, boom, there goes the front bumper. All right, my head hits the ceiling, his head hits the ceiling, all four tires lift off the ground, and bam, it hits the fucking floor. And I'm holding the brake now, and the car is just bouncing left and right like this. It's literally and I finally got some grip, and I literally slid from here. I literally slid all the way to the middle of the street. I literally stopped right here, okay. So obviously I fucked up a bunch of shit on the car doing it, you know. I don't think I was fully sober either, but I don't think that had anything to do with it. So I bent a bunch of stuff on the bottom, my front bumper, the bottom of the car, my shocks, and so many things, man. And I abused the shit out of that car. That car was like a sports car, man, to me, and I drove it like one, you know. But that's a funny ass story. So unlike Dukes of Hazzard, man, when you take four tires off the floor, that crash, that coming down, it's wild. It's not a smooth transition. Like you take off smooth, you land smooth. It's not an airplane, man. You take off smooth. Well, in my case, you took off rough and then landed like a brick. You know, and yeah, kind of fucked up the car doing that. But that G35, man, I had maxed it out so many times. Like, it had a top speed of 155. It was governed at 155. Fastest I got it was like 163 downhill. So I topped that car out on the freeways all the fucking time, man. If I was going to Palm Springs or something, dude, you know I was fucking gonna mash all the way over there. And, I have a lot of good stories with the G35, man. Maybe I'll share another one later on, because I did a whole bunch of street racing with that car. And I wasn't the type to go to like the street racing meets. It was like, nah, bro, you have a nice car, you want to race? All right, we're doing it right here now. You know. And my thing was freeway racing. I was just a great fucking driver, but I hated doing it on the street. My thing was the freeway. Just there's just something about you doing 200, 230. You can do maybe 240, but you got, it doesn't, that car, or most cars, the way the freeways are set up in LA, it's really hard to make a turn at 140. But 120, 130, you can do it easy. So I'll be passing cars by like 120 miles an hour, just cutting through them. I have a lot of footage of stuff like that too. Maybe one day I'll share it, but I think I'll stick to just telling the stories. But yeah, I was passing by there. I just wanted to share that funny story of when I was 18 and I didn't give a fuck. So yeah, you guys have a nice day. Be safe. Don't launch your car. What you think is gonna happen is not what's gonna happen. It's not gonna take off the way you think it is. It's not built for it. Even off-road vehicles, man, you can't launch them. They have to be designed for that. And none of these cars are designed for you to fucking launch off some shit. Fast and Furious isn't real. So you guys have a nice day. Be safe. Don't launch your cars off crazy fucking places and shit. Peace.